What's up, guys? Dan for Forward Progress Madden. Welcome back to Chapter 3 of the Vince Lombardi video ebook breakdown. If you guys missed Chapters 1 and 2, take a look at the channel. I posted them last week. We went over the brown right and the brown double wings. So take a look at those. Two very nice passing sets that we're able to use to soften up our opponent through the air. So we're going to use those sets in general to, like I said, pass, but it's going to open up the run game out of the blue right. And as I mentioned in the breakdown last week, there are some pretty glitchy runs in this this playbook. You know, it's not a playbook that's predicated on running the strong power and the counter and things of that nature. There is a counter in this formation. It's not the greatest, but you know, it's there if you want to use it and the front looks right. But we're going to take a look at some really glitchy runs that are fullback dives. And I know you're thinking, well, what could be glitchy about a fullback dive? Well, we're going to show you here. I'm just going to run random play. So let's take a look at the fullback dive. We have two fullback dives in this formation. We came out in the fullback dive weak, so obviously it's going to hit away from the tight end up the left A gap. And the running audible in this formation is fullback dive strong, and as you can tell that it's going to hit the strong side A gap. So now obviously you're not going to really run the fullback dive against a bare front or something where the center is occupied and you're not going to be able to get a clean double team with the center and one of your guards on one of the linemen. But what makes this formation, and more so these fullback dives, really glitchy is that we are able to kind of turn them into an option play. So what do I mean by that? Well, we take a look at the play we came out in. We are able to run kind of an option. Notice on the fullback dive weak, the halfback, his blocking angle runs to the tight end side. Whereas on the fullback dive strong, the running back's angle goes to the weak side of the formation. And so essentially we're going to be able to use the fullback dive up the middle, and if we see that it's really not there, we have the option to pitch it to our running back. And I know that sounds crazy, but now let's take a look against something like this. We have one player outside of the left tackle. Now we're going to hit this fullback dive, and if we can get good yardage up the middle, we'll take it. If it's not there, just hit the pitch button. And the pitch is more often than not right on the money. I'm not going to say it's perfect every time. There is some risk to the play, but I like to say this is a low risk, high reward option play. So we'll take a look, and we're basically going to hand this fullback dive strong up the middle to Tolbert. Now maybe this isn't the best look to pitch it or to run it up right up the middle, but what you're going to do is key on that man on the side that the running back is running to. If he follows the fullback dive, go ahead and pitch it. If he stays home, just keep it and go up the middle. So real simple. We saw the man commit there, and we're able to pitch it out to Jonathan Stewart for a 10-yard gain. We'll go ahead and look at this in the replay. I wasn't lying when I said that this is kind of a glitchy formation in which you can run the ball, and when the outside linebacker commits, we're able to, we see we're stonewalled here, and the outside linebacker commits, we can pitch this ball out to Jonathan Stewart, and kind of got a little bit of an option play here. So that was a pretty good look there. Now, granted, we're not going to run this play all the time with a look like this. I mean, something like this, you're probably not going to try to run the option because it's just way too soft up the middle. Just take this 7-8 yards. Don't try to get cute with something like that. It's just a play that we're going to. You can pitch it to this side if you want. And you do have to get good blocking. As you can see, we did miss the block. So there is a risk-reward element to this play. So we'll go ahead and run it again. This time we will run the fullback dive strong. And we can pitch this out and pick up. After a broken tackle, we pick up about 9 yards. So, I mean, this is a really glitchy run. It's just something that you can call, and it is an audible that you can audible into, which is great. My advice would be to never ever call the fullback dive weak. I just wanted to show you the difference between the two runs because the fullback dive weak, you cannot playmaker it. The fullback dive strong, however, if you playmaker it, the tailback's route flips regardless. So right here we're running the fullback dive strong, fullback dive to the right, running back goes left. If we want to run the fullback left, the running back will go right. So basically you can have both those plays out of the same the same look. So just a pretty nice run that we made even better by adding an option element into it. So that is the fullback dive option play. Take a look at two more runs out of this formation. They do have a halfback inside and a halfback counter, and those two runs will complement each other pretty well. Halfback inside, obviously, you're going to be hitting that run to the inside left B gap area. Just read your blockers. Not one of the best runs in the game by any means, but we're going to be doing enough under center rollout and drop back passing that we'll be able to get our opponents into a lot of situations in which they will be in pass defenses or QB contained defenses that have more strength to the outside of the formation. But this is a pretty nice run that you can hit inside against a number of fronts. As always, you can add in, extra blockers into it, especially if they base a line, the man doesn't follow. Then now you got yourself the ability to count the box and pick up bigger yardage against soft boxes and things of that nature. So that's the halfback inside. We'll take a look again at the counter, and as with all counters in the game, the linebackers all fall for the counter step. This is a little bit tougher to bounce outside though, so as you can see, it's not as good a counter run as a pistol or a single back, because the counter running back is offset. But as you can see, they all fall for that first step. It's a little bit tougher run to bounce to the outside. You really have to have a pretty soft box to run the counter in this formation. I honestly would just hit this run up inside and only bounce it outside if it's really there. So like that opportunity, we had the ability to do so because they didn't have an outside linebacker outside the left tackle. So that is the running game out of the blue right formation. Mainly going to be predicated around the fullback dive option. Now let's take a look at the passing game. The passing game is really, I want to say it's really only 4 plays. We're going to start with the PA strong flow. PA strong flow is an audible in this formation. And the beautiful thing about this formation is that we use the PA strong flow and the 94 strong as passing plays, and I'll show you the 94 strong. It's going to be a situational money play touchdown type play that we'll be able to use, assuming that you're able to roll out. So PA strong flow, it's essentially the same concept as PA end around. You're just in this, obviously you're in this formation, and you're just going to roll out, read your corner flat combination. You can hit that backside over route if he beats his man off the line. And again, anything except for pretty much man cover 1 press, he's going to be wide open at the snap. So just throw that ball hot. And you have to have a receiver with a little bit of catch in traffic. Stephen Hill's not the best to do this with, but I'm just trying to do this to prove a point. The corner route does a good job beating his man, and you have the run option as well with the play action fake, keeping the linebackers inside, going to allow you to scramble pretty quickly. And as you can see, the play action fake keeps those linebackers shallow enough just to sneak that ball over the middle. So that's PA strong flow, really nothing new. If you know about PA end around, this play is very familiar, just a different alignment of your players pre-snap. So now we'll go ahead and look at the, excuse me, we'll look at the 94 strong. This play is going to be our cover 3 beater. And what do I mean? Cover 3 beater. We'll go ahead and back this up. The reason 94 strong is going to be a cover 3 beater is because we have dual comebacks on this play. What this is going to do is it's going to help pull our free safety in the middle of the field to one side, allow us to throw the backside rollout. So what am I saying? This play, you see Jonathan Stewart running the seam. You have Benjamin pulling his cover 3 corner back and down on the right side, and we're going to roll the middle of the field safety to the left side, allowing us to either dump the hook route over the middle to Olsen or set our feet and throw a bomb all the way backside to our running back. So let's take a look. There it is right there. We're able to hit that play because that comeback is going to hold his corner just enough to allow us to sneak that ball in over the top. So watch on the backside of this play as Benjamin runs his comeback route. He freezes that corner just a little bit. We're able to set our feet, assuming there's no contain, and where we can bomb this ball out. This was just a high outside lead, and Cam Newton didn't quite have the throwing power for it, but we were able to get pretty good throw on the ball here. That's just a simple click on, holding down and Y, and it's going to do pretty well for us. Go ahead. I want to hit this play as just an absolute bomb. We're dropping the ball in traffic a little bit, but this concept you can find in a number of formations in this playbook. So let's look at the Brown right. I don't think the Brown right has it as an audible, but 94 strong, the passing concept is in here. Furthermore, you always have the ability to hit that hook route underneath if you roll out and you can't hit that backside route deep. Furthermore, you can always hit the comeback route as it works back to the sideline. Assuming you have a good quarterback, you'll be able to throw that with like a Russell Wilson or somebody like that. But the real nice part of this play is, boom, you hit this running back as the corner bites back on the comeback route, and you can get a big, nice 30, 35-yard play. I actually want to see how far this pass was through this ball from our own 35. We make the completion all the way out to the other 30. So I mean, we're talking, yeah, 35 yards or so on this play. So it's a very, very nice cover 3 beater. Now let's take a look at one or two more pass plays out of this formation. The blue right formation again. We're going to be looking at 93 strong. 93 strong and 97 strong are the two pass plays we're going to look at. 93 strong, you have a Texas concept on the running back. You're basically going to have him running the angle route. Off coverage, we're going to use the receiver, the flanker, on a smoke screen, and use the tight end who's on the line of scrimmage on a flat route to help block against zone. So here, the flat route followed the tight end in the flat, opened up the angle route to the running back. Real simple pitch and catch, making a simple isolation read on the outside linebacker. You see him drop it to the flat. Now the running back is wide open behind him. So if there is no flat to occupy, then you'll throw the smoke route. But this is just an absolute money pass play that you can use against plays that are cover 3. Again, you have this route. This is a tougher route to throw because there's no play action and it's not as sharp cutting over the middle. What I recommend is you have to make sure he really, really beats his man. It's going to be really good against cover 2s. So against cover 2s, you're going to have the ability to split the deep shell. This play is mainly going to the running back. So just watch off the line. Every once in a while, you'll catch a look where the outside corner doesn't really play inside hip, and you can throw that ball. But this play is all about either the smoke route or the running back out of the backfield on his angle route. So that is 92 strong, I believe is the name of the play. Now let's look at 97 strong. 97 strong is the last play we're going to break down, and it is a fork concept. Now, what is a fork concept? A fork concept is essentially when you have a corner and a post on the same side of the field, it's going to cause problems for the deep shell. So deep shell has to take a choice. Do they want to follow the inside releasing route, being the post, or do they want to play the corner? Now, also on the backside, you do have an inside pass lead route. It just, you have to watch what you want to do there. And we wait and throw the delay flat out of the backfield to our running back. Threw it a little bit late. But against man coverages, I mean, obviously this is goal line. The corner is always going to be open. And the post is our typical post that we throw in this game or in this playbook, in which basically it's going to be too shallow of a cutting route for our hook zones to, or I'm sorry, our deep zones to jump, but it's too deep for our hook zones. And we're also going to have the ability to motion our fullback to the right and put him on a route crossing over the middle to really keep those hook zones at bay. And just throw that post behind it as soon as he cuts. Real easy read. That is a fork concept, and I really do want to hit at least once. You can throw this backside if you don't overthrow it. This is a face throw route. Just as soon as he cuts back to the corner, just throw a bullet. Don't really pass lead it. And he's going to get a pretty optimal animation to go up and make a play on the football. Again, you want catching traffic, but we'll take a look at the replay, and you'll see that corners really don't make a play on the ball. They only make a play on the man catching the ball. So this is optimal. As we see, we threw this into double coverage, and neither corner went for the football. They actually went for the player who caught the football. So if you have catching traffic here, you can bring this ball down. It's a good bailout route on the backside if they play the fork concept on the front side very, very well. So we'll throw it again. Just pass lead it, and no pass lead rather, and then just click on, hold Y, and try to go up and make a catch. Stephen Hill, definitely not the man you want catching this football, but you know, Kelvin Benjamin or, you know, somebody with more catching traffic would be perfectly fine to throw that ball on the backside. So this is Chapter 3, Blue Right. Number of glitchy runs and pretty good passing formation as well. It's nice because you have the PA strong flow and the 94 strong in your audibles, as well as your glitchy fullback dive option play. So if you want to use this as a base formation, feel more than free. I recommend coming out in one of the pass plays that is not an audible, be it 97 strong, 93 strong, or the one of the runs, halfback inside or halfback counter. So Blue Right, Chapter 3. Stay tuned for Chapter 4. We're going to be taking a look into the triple wing on Wednesday. So until then, I will see you guys later. Get in the lab, and good luck.